voice-driven interview preparation. So I will show you how someone who used to work in the field, I was previously at Scale, and a lot of people at Nvidia, at Anthropic, a lot of these companies, they want to do technical practice, but they also want to do behavioral practice. So it really depends what you're looking for and the kind of interviews that you want to specify and prepare for. So I will create a custom session. So let's do an AI engineer role. Let's do NVIDIA, for instance. Let's do in New York, because I believe they're opening an office in New York. Let's do 5 questions. And let's add the timer, because why not? And let's go.
Hi, let's practice an interview for AI engineer. Can you describe a recent project where you implemented machine learning models to solve a complex problem? How did you select the algorithms and evaluate their performance?
So one project where we recently used machine learning models was basically building a recommendation system. And this recommendation system took into account various inputs and did the optimal performance, basically weighted and routed basically what a user wanted, depending on their behavior, their history, their onboarding. So that's one example of something that you can use, as well as evaluating their performance and behavioral usage on the platform.
Tell me about a time when you faced a challenge working in a team during a technical project. How did you handle differing opinions and ensure project progress?
Yeah, so how we did this was we made sure that each person had a certain set of priorities and there was a common shared workforce area. I mean, for instance, you have linear or you have any kind of project management tool where you can set actual priorities and deadlines and sort of like keep track of things there. So that's how we did it.
Imagine you are given a large data set with missing or inconsistent data points. How would you approach cleaning and pre processing the data to prepare it for training an AI model?
Well, the first thing I would do is make sure to actually clean the data set, make sure that there is a good like balance of data in terms of training testing split, making sure that you know what model or algorithm you're going to pass that data through. You want to make sure that it's a good data source as well, and you want to make sure that everything really checks out at the end of the day.
How do you stay informed about the latest developments in AI and machine learning? Can you discuss a recent advancement that you find particularly impactful?
Newsletters and podcasts.
Suppose a senior engineer asks you to optimize the training time of a neural network using GPU resources. What steps would you take to identify bottlenecks and improve training efficiency?
I would basically look at sort of how much energy and the efficiency of the current GPU resources, seeing if we need to spin up more, spin up less, is too much compute being used on not as useful tasks. A lot of, for example, coding agents can be overused in certain aspects where they might not need to be. So it's all these things are really important to consider when building a system. All right, guys. So now I'm getting feedback on what I just practiced. So it gave me the session feedback in terms of my strengths, clarity, confidence, communication skills, relevance, answer patterns, impressions, basically everything that the hiring manager is actually looking for. It's giving me technical feedback, behavioral feedback, situation feedback, everything you need. You can retry it, have similar data sets, etc., etc. So um, I can go back and really hone in my craft doing this. So this is just a one. This is just the tip of the ice, tip of the sphere on what Nexa can do. There's just one role, but there's hundreds of roles. There's hundreds of levels, hundreds of companies, hundreds of locations. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. This is just the beginning.